back, everyone. It's John, Wade Boggs fan. It's Wednesday night. Happy St. Patrick's Day to all of you. For today's video, I want to talk about 2021 Donruss Baseball that is now released. And I have a trivia question for you at the end of the video. But before I get into my thoughts on 2021 Donruss, I wanted to quickly talk about the video, my last video that I posted about changes to my channel. All I can say is I'm just utterly amazed at the response that I got from that video. All of your words of encouragement, comments, thoughts. I swear I probably heard from half of my subscribers so far on that video, and I want to thank you and truly appreciate your well wishes and stuff. For those who may be concerned, I am not burning out. I still thoroughly enjoy making these videos, interacting with you. It has been such a blast over the last year, and I'm looking forward to continuing to doing many more videos. I just need to find that happy balance between creating content and watching content. And so as my channel progresses, I'm sure I will find that happy balance. And so again, I can't thank you guys enough for the support you've given my channel. And I just love interacting with all of you. So again, thank you. All right, so on to my thoughts on 2021 Donruss. Now, you may be thinking, John, you collect Wade Boggs, you say you're a vintage guy and don't collect too much modern. What are you doing talking about 2021 Donruss? Well, the reason why I'm talking about 2021 Donruss is because Wade Boggs is in the set. And for the last 2 years now, starting in 2020, Donruss has included as part of its set toward the end numbers of their set, they've done some retro cards. So last year they did a retro 86 Donruss design for some of the veteran players that are included in the set. And this year as well, they have followed suit with retro cards from the 87 Donruss design. They're sort of following Topps, who I think started it all several years ago, by doing those inserts with, I think they started with 83 Topps and 84, now they're up to 86. So Donruss, I think, is maybe playing some catch up or something like that. But I wanted to talk about the design of 2021 Donruss, particularly focused on the Wade Boggs card, and compare that to last year and so on. So in 2020, again, they had a parallel version, the retro version, using the 86 Donruss design. Now, this is what the 86 Donruss, the original Boggs card, looks like in the retro. Now, I have to admit, the 86 Donruss Wade Boggs is probably one of the most beautiful Wade Boggs cards, base cards. I mean, you can get ones with autographs and patches and all that stuff that are cool. But for a base card, now I know I'm a big fan of 84 Topps Boggs, but that 86 Donruss design and that portrait shot of him, that is an absolutely gorgeous card. As you can see, the 2020 version has a lot to be desired. It's okay. Again, doesn't have the logo, different action shot. So that's, I don't know. It's okay. Now, moving to 2021, of course, moving to the 87 Donruss design, I have to say that I really love the 87 Donruss design. Those black borders and the yellow balls in the middle there, that little band, I've always loved that design. So I was pretty interesting to see what the Boggs card would look like in the retro. And I just happened to actually pick up one of them, got it in the mail today. I'll show it off in another video, but actually you'll see it here. So here's a comparison of the original 87 Donruss and the 2021 version, the retro version of the 87 Donruss design. Now, while I am a big fan of the actual 87 Donruss with the black border, while I don't care so much for the white border, I actually sort of like the pose or the action shot, so to speak. It's not quite an action shot. He's basically at bat in the 2021 version as opposed to the image they chose for the 87 Donruss. But overall, I'd probably still have to go with the original 87 Donruss. So yeah, when you compare the two, I've always liked the fact of these modern sets, including some retro designs. Again, that favors me as more of a vintage collector. It's a modern card with a nostalgic design to it. In some cases, they do okay with it. Other cases, so-so. Again, I think looking back at last year's Donruss, it's okay, but just doesn't compare to that original 86 Donruss. This year's, it's maybe a little bit of a toss-up, although you can't beat those black borders. But in terms of the cards, the Boggs cards in the set, it follows very similar to last year's, and this goes for, I'm assuming, all the other retro players in the set, comparing 2020 to 2021. I looked up, and there are 23 for last year's Donruss. There were 23 different variations of that base retro card. Of those 23, five of them are one-of-ones. So that leaves pretty much 18 for me to go after, and I've picked up 15 of them so far. Now, for whatever reason, and I haven't compared the two, in this year's Donruss, there are only 22 different versions. And so far, I've picked up 2. And again, 5 of those are one-of-ones. So now I have 19 of, let's see if I did my math right. Yeah, 19 to go after. I'm sorry, 17. Yeah. 17 to go after. There are 22 different versions. There were 23 last year. All right. But what's added to this year's retros is that there are 4 relic cards, different parallel versions. One of them is a one-of-one, so at the most I'd probably only pick up 3 of them. But so that's an added twist, that there's some relic cards in there, same general design, but it's just another one of those sets as a player collector. And I mentioned this before in another video of mine, the struggles of a player collector. If you want to hear more about that, you can go look up that video in my playlist. But it's another one of those sets where there are just a ton of parallels. I can see having different versions of cards. Okay, different parallels. You want to do maybe these types of inserts, and I know for Topps they have a Walmart design. They may have a Target design. They may have a Walgreens design. Okay, that's fine. Make that exclusive to those retail outlets. That's fine. Maybe have a chrome or a refractor, things like this. But when you got a laundry list of parallels, I don't know. I'm going to go after them because I'm a player collector, so I'm buying into the stupidity. But it's just like, come on, how many different parallels are these companies going to come up with? And I don't know. I don't want to say frustrating. I've used that word, too many times. I don't want you to think, but I don't know. I just think it's dumb. I don't even know if it's a marketing ploy or whatever. I don't know if it has to do with their production, that based on certain print runs, they got to come up with different parallels to produce enough product. I don't know. I don't quite get it, but It just seems like more and more, especially with these base sets, the base tops, or I see maybe not so much on tops. Tops does have its share of parallels, but man, Panini, they absolutely love their parallel versions, and it's, I don't know, I'm starting to get tired of it a little bit. Like I said, I'll go after as many as I can because I'm a nut. I'm a PC nut. But anyway, so they're my thoughts on 2021 Donruss. I may pick up, if I see some at Walmart or something like that, I may pick up a few packs just to rip them, see what I may get. I don't, just like 2021 Topps. I've seen pictures of the base cards of 2021 Donruss. I'm not overly impressed with the design. Again, all these fancy patterns and angles and colors, and I know everything's trying to be new and modern, which is probably why I'm not a huge fan of modern cards. Unless you have some pretty cool shine to a parallel, the base is sort of eh. But anyway, I don't want to put you guys off. If you guys are a big fan of Donruss, go at it. I don't even know what the price point is on them, but I don't know. For me, maybe buy an occasional pack or two and chase some of those Boggs parallels. So there you go, my thoughts on 2021 Donruss. All right, before I get into the trivia question to end the video, the would you rather from my previous video pitted the 1953 Topps Mickey Mantle against the 1952 Bowman Mickey Mantle. And I have to say, it was, I didn't do an actual count, again, because there were so many comments on my last video. Not all of you commented on which card you would rather have, but a lot of you did. So I didn't do an actual count, but I would have to say it is almost neck and neck. Personally, and I've stated this in some replies to the comments, while I love 52 Bowman and the set in general, and that sort of pose of him, it's a beautiful card. I personally have to side with 53 Topps. I love that set as well, and that close-up of Mantle in that 53 Topps is, it's not the same angle, and it's closer up than his 52 Topps rookie. But to me, that's the closest that I'll ever get to a 52 Topps. I know it may sound weird, but I see the 53 Topps as the closest in look or design to the 52 in my mind. Once you get into, well, of course he wasn't in 54 Topps, but once you get into 50, and I think he wasn't even in 55, I don't believe, so it was 56 that his next go around in Topps. I know everyone loves the 55 Topps, and everyone loves his smiling face and stuff like that. So, I don't know. I've never gotten into the 56 Mantle, the design of it. I know it was I think it was his Triple Crown year. So again, it has a lot of things going for it, and I know a lot of people love that design, but I don't know, it doesn't do a whole lot for me. But anyway, that's on a side tangent. I'm trying not to get these videos too long for everyone, so let's get to the trivia question. All right, the trivia question for this video, and as usual, I will have the answer for you in my next video. And what I'm going to try to do, I have been commenting on comments that have an answer, and I say no, or hey, good job or great job. I'm going to hold off on letting you know whether you have it right or not in the comments, and that way, if people want to guess, some of them, if you go through the comments, they maybe see the right answer. So I may just say, hey, thanks, or good guess, or something like that, but I'm not going to let you know what the answer is, and I will reveal it in the next video. So here is the question. Which Hall of Fame closer served up Ichiro's first career walk-off homer? So think of the time frame that Ichiro played. I'm not sure how early on in his career he had his first, so it must mean he's had more than one, his first career walk-off homer. So think about what that time frame was and think about what Hall of Fame closers were pitching during that time frame. So I think some of you may get this, others will see. So that's all I have for you. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.